I wrote this story.
Toby tells tales.
It's a scary story. I wrote it myself.
That he claims to have written, but
no, I wrote
potentially he put into ChatGPT and just tweaked it.
Maybe.
Tobuscus.
Once there was a man named Alex, an aspiring narrator with a passion for chilling tales. His YouTube channel, Midnight Murmurs, was gaining traction, but he suffered from some serious writer's block. He couldn't think of a new story to tell, so Alex sought some inspiration in the nether region of the internet. Late one night, Alex stumbled upon an obscure forum that boasted a collection of untold, spine-tingling narratives from up-and-coming authors. Nobody's really. People whose usernames sounded like names a middle school student would come up with and regret later. Richard Longington. Stuff like that. One particular thread caught his eye. A story that was untitled and unattributed, whispered about in hushed tones among forum members. The warnings were clear, albeit a little cliché. The tale is cursed. Read this at your own peril. Its origins unknown and its author long lost to time. Whatever. Alex was no amateur. Sticks and stones can break my bones, Alex said to himself, dramatically, out loud for no reason. But words will never... It was then, just as he was finishing the famous poem, that Alex's eyes fixated on a response to the forum post of the story. Hurt me. That's all it said. That's funny. Coincidences like this happen to Alex often, or maybe he just notices moments like these more than most due to his love of telling stories. Maybe this could make an alright beat in a horror story. Guy recites poem about sticks and stones, then sees a comment buried at the bottom of some small, obscure ghost town of a forum thread that just took the words right out of his mouth. Nah, that sucked. Freaking writer's block. Alex decided he didn't want to read the story in advance, he just wanted to go straight into the microphone. Cold read. If the story sucked, why would it have so many warnings? This story was going to be creepy, and nobody even knows who wrote it. No harm, no foul. Alex opened his recording software. Audio hijack. Fitting, as he was about to hijack some story and narrate it for his audience. Alex hit record and began to read, his famous horror story narration voice echoing throughout his massive YouTuber money house. With each passing sentence, an unsettling feeling began to creep over Alex. This writing was so unique. Alex suspected it might have been written by the poster on this forum, but it felt like it was someone shouting into a void, crying out for help, while at the same time losing their ability to cry out at all. The words he read were like music, only when you suspect the song is about to come to the climax, imagine the energy of the song prematurely begins to dissipate, losing itself before the musicians expected it to. Like a violinist realizing in mid-song that they're falling into a pit, so they play harder, louder, in hopes that they'll be heard by someone up above, someone who will come down into the pit and save them. As Alex finished the story, a chill swept through the room, and he realized all of his lights are out. What the flipping balls is going on? Oh, that's right, there's a storm. Must have lost power. Alex looked again at the forum. To Alex's amazement, the story was gone. It was like someone went in and edited it. The post was still there. The replies were still there. But the story itself, gone. How old was this thing anyway? Alex looked, and his eyes again went to the reply. Hurt you. Edited 1 second ago. Could have sworn that said hurt me earlier. Oh well. Alex felt so confident about this story, about how genuine it sounded, that he just went to his YouTube channel and uploaded. Straight to public like a gangster. Just then, Alex felt some kind of pressure around his throat, as if he was being choked. He tried to scream out, but the harder he screamed, the quieter his screams became, until it felt like he was shouting from the bottom of a small, obscure ghost town of a forum thread that just took the words right out of his mouth. Gasping for air, Alex did the only thing he knew how to do. He clicked play on his own video that he just uploaded, and he heard the story back for the first time. It went like this: do not read this story out loud, and if you do, definitely don't upload it, and if you do, your voice is gonna be gone, and you're gonna basically be stuck in a pit of like a hell place. It's gonna suck. I've been here for a long time, and the only way to set me free is someone else basically just having the balls to read the story anyways. And if they do that, wow, that would be so cool for me, but not for you. So really, you shouldn't do it. The end. No one ever heard from Alex again, but some other guy that people hadn't heard from for a long time, he showed up pretty much, and yeah, just went back into his life, and you know, he was pretty happy. The end.
Subscribe.